Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pauling. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bob. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period.
UCLA 7, Notre Dame 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Toss to the outside. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result now, 4th down.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for you.
Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room, it's Bob. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Going the other way and he's got room. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Thomas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That defense is about getting off the football. And that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense really bowing up their neck. This part of the field, don't let them run the ball on 1st down. Don't let them be physical. Nice job. 2nd down, ready for the pass. Rush the quarterback, get the sack. This defense is dialed in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Bob. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Picks up the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Kick it off to start the second half. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job on the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll toss it to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Here's the thing. I know this this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Berger. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Give to the running back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. On target.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. UCLA 10, Notre Dame 7.
final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might be changing the route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. On the run, it's Berger. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it with the jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Matthews. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Bruins are flying down the field. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back. And not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. Open space at the 25. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to run, it's Thomas. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive.
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Carr. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw into, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. It's complete. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
He's looking to throw. That's got it. Touchdown, Irish! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a grab down the left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back. The 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back, and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.